Hi, my name's Peter Shuey, co-owner of the Hoppy Gnome in Fort Wayne, Indiana. As far as my background in the food service industry goes, I first studied hospitality at Purdue University. Upon graduation, accepted an offer with Marriott Hotels in Anaheim, California. While there, I worked in all aspects of food and beverage service, from fine dining to wine lounge, banquets and catering, room service. After kind of getting a taste of the corporate food and beverage world, I decided to turn my focus to restaurants. So originally being from the Midwest, I kept a lot of tabs on the craft beer world and knew that there were a ton of great breweries, but no one was really taking advantage of it and serving their beer. That's when talks kind of about the Hoppy Gnome started. First, we wanted something based around craft beer. It's an ever-emerging market, and we couldn't find anyone in town who was really taking advantage of it the right way. By the right way, we mean strictly craft with a well-thought-out list, served in proper, clean glassware. After that, we wanted to really introduce the city to a new concept of dining. We all knew that Fort Wayne loves to eat out, but is primarily a chain-driven town. It sounds like a vision of grandeur, but we really wanted to try and change that perception, or at least be a catalyst for a new food movement. We first got involved with Thermodyne through my partner here, James Kahn, who co-owns Baker Street Steakhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He had used Thermodyne in the past and raved about it. After talking about what Thermodyne could do for our concept, it was really a no-brainer. Our philosophy is built around quality. Food, service, drinks, atmosphere. We never compromise quality with any of those. When conceptually brainstorming about the restaurant, we tried to think, how can we make the best taco? Taco all starts with protein. So how can we make the best protein? Thermodyne was the obvious answer. We chose Thermodyne because it enabled us to slow cook all of our proteins. With our menu being incredibly simple, the proteins really had to stand out. We're able to slow cook the proteins for a number of hours while also holding in both the moisture and the flavor. One added benefit of our Thermodyne unit is that it is extremely mobile. With the minimal space we have in our kitchen, it allows us to move the unit to a prep room, take it along for a catering, or simply move it out of the way if we're not using it. During service, we use it as a holding unit, so we keep side dishes, garnishes in the unit, which keeps them warm and prevents them from drying out. That ability, again, to trap all the flavors along with slow cooking made it the only way to go in our eyes. After slow cooking in the Thermodyne, proteins are portioned out and refrigerated. They're then cooked to order on our amazing steam griddles. The fact that we have already cooked the proteins through in the Thermodyne unit allows us to quickly bring them back to temperature on the griddle and serve them on order to our guests. Our ticket times average about 7 to 9 minutes, which our guests really appreciate. This couldn't be accomplished with the quality we expect without the Thermodyne unit. Honestly, we're trying to find even more ways to utilize this amazing piece of equipment. When we consider menu changes, part of the discussion is, can we prepare it in the Thermodyne, and how else can we use it? As far as the overall results we've seen, they're the best. We constantly are hearing from our guests about how great our proteins are. How'd you get this short rib so tender is probably the most popular comment we hear. We cooked the short rib for 48 hours in the Thermodyne, and it's the best short rib that I or any of us have ever tasted. The biggest surprise to working with Thermodyne was their overall commitment to us. Communication was great. We didn't feel like we were working with normal restaurant equipment sales guys. We really felt like we were working with friends, and that in itself is amazing. Our Thermodyne unit holds its own with anything out there. It's a modern way to utilize an old school method. I've stated quite often how happy we were with the people involved in the process of purchasing the Thermodyne units. You don't find that too often in this industry. Rob Henry and his team were by far the best people we worked with when building our new restaurant. The whole experience was fantastic, and now that we're using the units every day, it just confirms our decision to go with Thermodyne. We're trying now to convince all of our restaurant friends to do the same.